Hello, fellow Star Wars fans. I'm bringing you another video today, and full disclosure, I had actually made a video yesterday for this very item, but my allergies have been kind of kicking my butt lately, and I was just sniffling the whole time, and it was just going to be a weird, awkward video. So I decided that I was going to go ahead and just kind of remake it. And I kind of missed a couple things I wanted to talk about too. So this one is a little different than what I typically do. This is actually going to be for a kit. So if anybody's familiar with the Replica Prop Forum, there's a user on there, Trooper Trent, and he is very well known for doing stencils for the V2 lightsaber. And on his Etsy store, he's also had sort of little odds and ends available for sale that are 3D printed. And he has a big ticket item, his training remote. And to be totally honest, the finished remote is just kind of out of my price range right now, at least in terms of how much I want to spend on, non-Boba Fett items. But he ended up releasing a builder's kit for it. And when I saw that, I immediately wanted to snag it. And I figured it would be a fun build for my buddy Hallowax from Hallowax's Basement Builds, and for me to complete. So I received this yesterday, and something that's actually kind of cool. Apparently, I'm the first person to have received this kit from Trent. So thanks a lot, Trent, for sending this out. I'm not big on unboxing videos. I generally think they're boring and stupid, to each their own. But I do want to just take a moment to appreciate how cool this box is for this item. And you can see it has these decals on here, making it just look super professional. So I appreciate the presentation. Obviously, I have opened this already, but we're going to re-unbox it. And so this is how it's sent to you. Really well packaged and nice and safe. So if you're not familiar with these training remotes, basically Trent figured out a way to get this floating earth electromagnet thing into the remote. So what ends up happening is there's a magnetic base, and the remote just sort of hovers and spins over the base. And it's just a really awesome effect. Just a cool prop replica. I don't normally go for prop replicas that have any sort of action feature to them. Usually I just like the static ones, but sometimes you have to think outside the box a little bit. So one of the things that I noticed when I was unboxing this originally are how amazing the 3D prints are. So these are some of the printed parts. And for anybody who is familiar with 3D printing, you know that usually they're sort of like stacked lines, and to get them looking really good, it requires a ton of cleanup. Lots of sanding, lots of filling with Bondo, and priming them, and resanding, and just this constant, long, drawn-out process. But Trent uses, I think, a resin printer, and as a result, the prints are just amazing right out of the printer. So these are some of the best 3D prints that I have seen, and there are lots of little greebly bits. And I don't know, I assume that he prints all of these himself. I do think he has the globe itself outsourced to another printing company, but I could be wrong on that. If I am, I apologize. But I was watching some of the videos he has for this item that he sends you a link to, and from that video it did sound like it's outsourced to his specifications. It's not just something that he buys off the shelf. It was something that I think he designed. So this is kind of tricky to get off. The globe already has the magnet in it, along with LEDs. So once it's all together, it will actually glow like a real, quote-unquote, real training remote. So I'm going to try to get this thing off. Hey, there we go. So this is the globe, and you can see the magnet in there, along with, I think, a copper coil. And he explains how the whole thing works in his videos, which are only for people who purchase this. So unfortunately, I cannot share those. But I will say that from what I've watched so far, he goes into a lot of detail about how this works and about the whole process to build it. So I'm looking forward to getting through the whole video series. And this is the actual base. So it's a cool looking base, and another RPF member, Scott JOA, he has one of these too. And he did something really cool with his, where he painted the base to look like the hollow chessboard from A New Hope. So it's just an added layer of detail that you can put on yours. I wouldn't be against doing that at some point in time, but right now I'm more concerned about just getting the actual training remote done. So that's that. And then it also comes with these vinyl decals. And I think these are like little lenses for the laser blasters. So it's awesome that it comes with all these totally lost my train of thought. It's awesome that it comes with those decals, so it really cuts down on like the painting that you have to do, and it seems to be like a really easy, straightforward, fun kit to do. And he even gives you this, which you can use to hide the equator line on the globe. I don't think there was this red stripe on the film prop, so I will probably opt to have it filled and sanded down a little bit. But, you know, if you want to kind of make it your own, this would be a good option for that. So yeah, so that's the kit, and hopefully Halawax and I will be able to start assembling this pretty soon. I know he's super busy, and you know, I don't expect him to drop everything just so that way I can have a training remote. But you know, we usually get together, hang out for a bit every couple weeks or so. So we'll probably be starting this relatively soon. And once it's all done, you can bet I will be doing a follow-up video just to show off how awesome it is. And really, if you have the ability to get one, pick it up, because the finished product is so cool. It's such a unique piece, and I mean, really, the way Trent kind of engineered it to float and to spin, it took a lot of ingenuity, and I'm sure a lot of experimentation on his part. So I really do appreciate all the effort and time that he put into this, and I'm excited to see it finished. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, feel free to post. Thanks again.